Hi ladies and germs, welcome to Copium. So today we're going to watch another black and white movie. It's The Iron Mule, starring Al St. John. Interestingly, it's directed by Patty Arbuckle, who is in a couple of these films that we have watched here. And what is very interesting is this is from 1925, which is 96 years ago, and it's set in 1830, which is 95 years before it was filmed. Which is, you know, a very nice near symmetry, 95 and 96. It could be 95, 95, but, you know, that's just how things are. Anyway, let's begin. The spice of the program. So this is supposed to be some kind of a pseudo-documentary. This story is taken from facts, as far from facts as possible, and hysterically correct, in 1830. So then, Lickskillet. Is that supposed to be Ireland? Or somewhere in America? Anyway, there they are with their chickens. The Iron Mule was rattling a good engine. Was a rattling good engine. It suited everybody. So these early vehicles were very polluting because, you know, you're literally burning coal. The conductor, so old-fashioned, he gave every cent he collected to the company. Very good. How conscientious of him. So there he is with his top hat. So I had to look this up, actually. I thought, wow, it's a bit early for top hats for everybody to be wearing top hats, isn't it? And so it was actually, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 decades after this that they really started becoming popular. I mean, they did exist, but I don't know whether they were so ubiquitous. Anyway, all aboard. Everyone's boarding the thing. So that must be Al. Oh! Beautiful. I love the suspension in the carriages. The Iron Mule has made this trip twice before. Once on time, and once on the track. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. Oop. Very dangerous, of course. I mean, that thing would be extremely hot. And, you know, all of these big moving parts, you could very easily get caught. So there's a cow on the tracks. Obviously, there's no cow catcher on the thing. This triangular object. But it has these 2 brooms because, surprisingly enough, you might be surprised to find out that, you know, the smallest obstruction, the smallest change on the tracks can be, you know, very consequential. Obviously, they had very different health and safety standards. Amazing. Oh. So I imagine that tunnel trip must have been very unpleasant. And I don't think ventilation would have been very good. Yeah, very tall chimney is needed to keep all the smoke and, well, steam out of everybody's face. Now the cow. Now, why would small obstructions... We must be going some. We've caught up to that cow again. So why would the smallest obstruction be so significant? Why would it affect a train? Think about it. these vehicles, like especially even in today's high-speed trains, but this thing, it has 4 wheels, right? And only 2 of them have any propulsion, and those make contact with the tracks at 1 point each, and this point is about yay big. It's about the size of, you know, a large coin of your, you know, currency. Medium-sized coin, I guess. And this is why they struggle to go uphill so much, because there's just so little to grip on. And obviously, you know, if you're dealing with, you know, 1 square inch, or, you know, about 5 or 7 square centimeters, you know, let's have a pebble, right? You have a pebble on the tracks, one of the wheels falls off, and that's, you know, you've almost completely lost contact. Anyway, let's carry on. That's very innovative. I like that a lot. Of course, you couldn't do that in real life. On through the night roared the 20-cent limited. 20 cent is would have been the price of the ticket price. Wow, beautiful. Dawn. So this has a very narrow gauge. Many trains have a wider gauge these days in most countries. I think the widest gauge is in Russia. Some countries have multiple gauges. I wonder what that's all about. Why would they tie the horse to the mule? To the iron mule? Very funny. It's a very large horse. Well, those are very small people. I suppose that vehicle has less than 1 horsepower, right? What's he doing, I wonder? So they're going to do some gambling. Playing playing roulette. That's amazing. I love that. That's fantastic. Oh dear. My wife's not going to be happy. Oh, he wants in. He was so prudent before. Oh dear. Now that's what happens when you have your eye off the ball. The ladies are off. Well, 2 of 3 of them. Well, he could run faster before with the chimney, so he should be able to do so now. I mean, the longer you wait, the more catching up he must do. By the way, if you're thinking, wow, these vehicles are traveling very slowly, you have to bear in mind that this is 1830. This is a very short time after the invention of the steam locomotive. And they would have been very slow, so, you know, you're thinking about maybe speeds of 10 miles an hour, if that. Bicycle. I don't think bicycles were invented back then. I don't think they existed at the time. Oh, look, a culturally insensitive portrayal of Native Americans. Sabotaging. Oh. Of course, that bicycle doesn't have a chain. And they didn't have a chain or pedals before. It was really something you'd scoot with. Oh. A raid! Oh my goodness, am I going to have to cancel myself over this? I mean, this isn't really much different from Indiana Jones, to be quite honest. Harpoon. Oh no. Musket. Oh wow. Okay. Luckily, nobody was harmed. Oh, he needs to reignite the thing. What did he give him? I don't think Sears existed in 1830 either. It doesn't exist now. Hoop. Oh, I love it. To less romantic hearts, the Iron Mule seemed a soulless monster, but these brave people found her tender. Well, that part of the world was dangerous at the time. I don't think they went so far west by 1830 either.